Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. In this video, I'm actually going to be presenting myself. So I'm going to be doing the Newbie booktube tag. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna get right into it. My first question is, why did I start this channel? Honestly, I love editing videos, so that was a strong argument for me. And also just being able to talk about books to people who actually respond. I've always done videos that I did edit but just never posted, so it was like, you go girl, now you finally post them. So I kind of just started posting them, honestly. Question number 2, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to booktube? Maybe the fact that I'm French, the fact that I learn languages. I read lots of different genres, so maybe that's kind of interesting. And personally, when I watch booktube videos, I rarely find people who have the exact same taste as I do. That's just like my personal viewpoint. Like the videos that I mainly get in my feed are mainly like people who like romance, which I tend to not read that many, or just fantasy. But I've been seeing more girlies talk about literary fiction, but not that much. I don't know, maybe I'm just not on the right side of YouTube, honestly. But also, I don't know if this is actually a good thing, but I major in physics and chemistry, so maybe it adds a different point of view. I honestly don't know. What are you excited about for this channel? Be able to get feedback from people, like be able to engage with followers, and yeah, that's the most exciting thing. Why do you love reading? Okay, this is gonna sound kind of cheeky, I think, but I love the fact that when you read, you enter a whole new universe, and it's just, you can create, first of all, you can imagine whatever you think. Second of all, you can relate to people. Also, just reading gives you so much power, like just by thought. It's like, I don't know if you've read The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood, but you can completely see that power of reading and of words. Like, words are so important. So it's just, yeah, I'm like getting on a tangent right now, but I just love the fact that we can explore so many different things, and also just the power you get from it. For example, when I read a book on another country's history, I'm like, wow, like if I wasn't reading, I would have never known that. That's just how I feel. And also the fact that, like, since I was little, like when I don't feel good, I read a book, a fiction book, and I like get trapped in another universe, and yeah, that's just, yeah. It's just magical. What book or series got you into reading? Honestly, since I was little, in my house, in the toilets, my parents had all their comics, which weren't for my age, clearly, but anytime I would go to the toilet, I would read at least like 2 comics, and I would stay in the bathroom like for hours just to read comics. So I feel like comics, so like the French classics, like Astérix et Obélix, Gaston Lagaffe, Tintin. And then when I like started reading like novels and stuff, I would read mainly fantasy. That's when I got like really into reading. I read these ones, which were about animals having like special powers and stuff. Love that. And then these series that I like absolutely devoured is this one, Les Ailes d'Alexandre. And yeah, that was about like fairies and stuff. It was magical. Okay, if you're French, Gardien des Cités Perdues, you know. If you know, you know. If you're French, you know. What challenges will you face starting booktube? I'm kind of scared of getting like sort of trapped into making videos. No, into reading to make videos. So like I'm scared of starting to force myself to read like popular books, which I wouldn't actually gravitate towards normally. I don't know. I'm also kind of scared of like become addicted to the stats of the videos and stuff, because when I do something I tend to be super hyper focused on this thing, and so if I start a channel, I'm gonna be like checking how many views I got like every 2 seconds, and like it's not like in a super toxic way, because if I have like 100 views, I'm wow, like amazing. It's not like I want like 2,000 views or something. It's just I'm gonna be like only thinking about, oh, I have to post a video that day, oh, I have to do this for YouTube that day, and that's more it, I guess. So also another challenge is the fact that right now I'm in summer break and I'm kind of scared of when uni will come back, how will I do, but I guess we shall see. Where do you read? In my bed. In my bed, at my desk. I don't know why I read at my desk, because it's really not comfortable. On the couch. I mean, like every normal people, I guess. I don't know. I read a lot in the train because I have to take the train to go not to uni but to the city in which I have uni. When did you start reading? Okay, I feel like I answered that already kinda, but honestly since forever. I mean, that's I guess because my parents like read a lot, so they kind of just were always reading around us, so my brother and I always were reading, even though my brother does not read anymore. What kind of books do you like to read? Okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense to ask. Honestly, everything. I read every type of books. I don't like hardbacks, but that's not the type of book. I mean, I read hardbacks because I have them, but I don't buy hardbacks because I don't like reading them. Anyways, so maybe you can tell from the back. So these are like the books I read as a kid. Except like these, like here, are fantasy. I think, yeah, poetry, fantasy. I have stacks of books pretty much everywhere, so it's really not organized right now, but I read fantasy. As you can tell, I read literary fiction, classics. All my French books, they're mainly literary fiction or historical fiction. I really like historical fiction too. And maybe you can tell, that's also French books. That's the books I've read so far this month. And that here we have more fantasy and literary fiction. Yeah, that's kind of it. And then, sorry. And then I have comics, mangas. I have kind of a lot of mangas. This is my language learning shelf. It's so messy right now. Anyways, and also on my TBR I have a lot of everything because I have a huge TBR, guys. It's actually so bad. The only thing I don't read as much, I would say, is romance. You can tell I've read Happy Place by Emily Henry this month, but I hated it. But I did read Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter a couple months ago, and I loved it. All of that to say that I don't read much romance. But I have been trying because sometimes it's kind of nice to read a lighter thing. And mangas also, I'm reading Death Note right now because my brother has all of them. So even though he doesn't read and only reads mangas, it's kind of useful for me. I don't have to buy any. Even though I do buy some, but not as much. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you'll tune in for more. See you next week for a new video. Bye!